Welcome to the furnace where the weak get exposed. Welcome to the crucible where the chosen get composed.
Welcome to the field where legends manifest. This is Crimson Tide territory.
Now who's next?
Step on the grass and feel the ancestors breathe. Bare bronze shadow wrapped around your sleeve. This ain't a program, this is a blood-forged throne where every rep is a war and every inch is owned. You want glory, then pay the toll. You want the script, then give your soul. Pat Trammell grit, Leroy Jordan's fire. Billy Neighbors hit like a live wire. Now my swagger, Perkins speed. Cross stood tall when the world took heed. Ogilvy dance, Shilly led. This is where legends break bread with the dead. Welcome to legacy, where the mighty get tested, where the brave get broken and rebuilt, not bested. If you want the crown, then rise with respect. This is Crimson Tide football. Now who's next? Now who's next? Now who's next? This is Crimson Tide football. Now who's next? This is a Taste Marsh creation.
Now who's next?
Cornelius Bennett brought thunder and flame. T chased Miami and reclaimed our name. Alexander ran like a runaway train. Henry stiff arm fate and inflicted pure pain. Smitty soared, Bryce Young blessed. Every era asked the same thing. Who's next?
You bleed in the dark before you shine in the light. You'll break in the morning before you rise at night.
Coaches cuss, trainers push out attacks. But the tide fights back. This is where fear gets crushed and buried, where the weight of the past must be carried. Julio's power, Amari's glide, Ridley's cuts, left corners fried, Quinnen's havoc, Allen's might, Will Anderson ending the night. This is the altar where warrior flex. This is Crimson Tide country. Now, who's next? Welcome to legacy, where the mighty get tested, where the brave get broken and rebuilt, not bested. If you want the crown, then rise with respect. This is Crimson Tide football. Now who's next? Now who's next? Now who's next? This is Crimson Tide football. Now who's next? Step into the flame, earn your scars, elevate your name. Pain is the price, greatness the effect. This is Crimson Tide football. Now who's next?
Welcome back to Tide Sports. Welcome back to Tide Sports. I'll tell you who's next is Jorden Edmonds. Jorden Edmonds, that's who's next. That's who's willing to pay the price around here to be a part of the Crimson Tide. Before I get to that, please subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Let the algorithm know what we're doing over here. Share it with your friends. Spread it around. Invite everybody in and talk about all these great players we got. Friends, just come on into Tide Sports. Clean your ears and listen to the future, because Jorden Edmonds is officially part of the Crimson Tide, doing his thing. And the era of the lockdown corner in college. Are there any lockdown corners in the professional ranks? Can't think of nobody. Patrick Surtain, who also played at the University of Alabama, comes to mind. Anyway, we're going to continue that tradition here with Jorden Edmonds, man. This man is a premier defensive back. He's ready to reach the ceilings, man, under the lights of Ryan Dillon Stadium. He stands 6'3". Now you got Dijon Lee 6'5". David Brown, he's 6'1", 6'2". Boy, Red more than 6 feet tall. And then you gonna rotate this guy in against UNM or something like that? Ain't nobody catching nothing. It's a no-fly zone. Keon Saab, Ray Hubbard. Throw it if you want to. And there will be touchdown scored by air against the Crimson Tide this year. I know we're not gonna be perfect. But good luck getting more than we did than they got last year, because they didn't give up much last year, but they only getting better. Let's turn the film on. Oh, let's see. Here we go. Where is he? Okay, you got to watch this too because like in the junior year he played a lot. Both years. He played defensive back primarily while we signed him, but he also played wide receiver. So you're seeing one minute he's running with the ball because he got an interception. Next minute you're seeing him running with the ball because he caught it from the quarterback. So you got to be quick with it. You got to keep your head on a swivel when you're watching these tapes. But don't let the smooth movements fool you. This man was built to survive the trenches of the SEC and emerge as one of the most feared players on the field. You know what I'm saying? Prototype defensive back. We're going to add about 15 pounds to him, something like that. You know, hopefully he'll grow up maybe 1 or 2 inches. Probably 1. Look at that. See, beating folks down the field. Got the angle. Bye-bye. So what's the thing going to happen when he catch an interception? Huh? Somebody going to have to work to get that man down. Where is he at this thing? I think he's receiver. He's just saying, throw it up to me. I think he's at receiver on this play. You got to remember, throw it to me. You're going to high point it. He got a touchdown. I'm just telling you, that can go either way. The defensive back could have out-jumped him. This man has his physical build. You know, it's like when they want to do a master class on scouting, say, we're gonna look for one of these. They're gonna point to his picture when they look for a DB. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about a tall DB, unless you super duper fast at 5'9", you ain't really gotta be that fast if you're tall, because this thing called geometry, it works out pretty good for you, even when you're 1 or 2 steps behind. And then if you can stay 1 step behind, like a Patrick Surtain, it makes it very dangerous to throw the ball to you. I mean, you got 5 attempts in the pros to throw it at Patrick Surtain. Number 6 is probably going to be a pick. And he's going to put his hand on 2 of them balls. So you got to be careful. Choose wisely. And it's probably the same for this guy. Probably like 1 out of every 9, attempts against him. Maybe we can turn that into a pick. That would be real nice for the Crimson Tide. Man, this man has that typical boundary length, man. It turns a contested catch into a victory for the Tide. 3rd and long, you throwing against these guys that we got? Forget about it. He plays with a style that's best described as surgical arrogance, possessing the confidence to sit in off-man coverage and have the recovery speed to erase any window a quarterback think they can see. Now, that's what I'm talking about. We need an eraser back there. You know what I'm saying? We may run into a Fernando Mendoza again. We need an eraser back there. As long as we get the pressure up front, these guys should be fine. You know, his 2025 stats from his senior year where he turned the state of Georgia into his personal highlight reel at Sprayberry High School. Jorden was a 2-way nightmare. He racked up 39 tackles, 4 pass breakups while snatching 2 interceptions. I bet that was the first game of the season. They said, man, why are you throwing over there? I told you don't throw the ball over there. But, Coach, he went across the field. But he over there, though. Get on the bench. Can't listen. But like I said, he kept the Yellow Jackets secondary airtight. On the offensive side of the ball, he led the team. I think we got enough receivers now, but he led the team in receiving. 32 catches, 559 yards, 9 touchdowns, proving that he possesses ball skills. And he could be a weapon anywhere on the field, baby. That's right. He finished his career with over 1,300 yards receiving and 13 scores. A level of versatility that makes him a chess piece for Coach Maurice Linguist. That's right. Put him to work. Or maybe Derek Nix may want to have him come in there and hold on a couple plays. How fast does this guy run? Does anybody talk about that? His athleticism is rooted in above the rim background on the basketball court where he spent 3 years as a standout for Sprayberry. He blazed trails on track. This man is working out all season. I love it. The whole year he working out. He posted verified times on the 100-meter, 200-meter dashes to confirm that he has elite level speed and that fast twitch muscles. So I got them fast twitch muscles when I'm at the buffet table. I get out there quick. Huh? Toast, biscuit, sourdough. I'm right there on it. Yeah. His list of accolades, it could make a rival coach just say, you know what, I give up. I'm not checking this. No one quarterback in the 2026 class, consensus 5-star recruit. He was selected by the AJC Super 11 and earned Alpha Dog honors at the Under Armour Atlanta camp, proving that he's the undisputed king of the Peach State. Now, wait a minute. The Peach State, that's run by Kirby Smart, right? You know what the boy did. The boy probably got in his old beat-up truck, drove across on I-20, or I-59, then I-20, however that goes. Went over by the Georgia Dome, looked around, looked over at Georgia State, Georgia Tech, looked at Georgia State too, they right there. Looked at Georgia.
Hey, girl, you gonna eat your cornbread? Maybe I ought to eat your cornbread.
Coach the boy, he just eat folks' cornbread, man. He can't be stopped. He can't be stopped. Mr. Edmonds, his positives for glaring. He got the longest reach in the class, elite snap anticipation, and the ability to maintain his phases through every break a receiver makes. He is a stat sheet stuffer who, you know, he understands that Alabama, we just don't defend the pass. We try to take the ball away and change the game. You know, pick six style. That's what we like to do. Analysts have mentioned that he could, add a little more mass to his frame, but that's, leave it up to the professionals. We got people that handle that at Tuscaloosa, the place where legends are made. What's funny is even if you don't become a legacy, you can become lethal at Alabama. Now, right now, he's with the best staff in the country. You know what I'm saying? He's, like I said, once he hits that 195-pound mark and he can maintain his 4.4 speed, ain't gonna be too many receivers that are gonna separate from him. Yeah, you may get a step on him. You may, say everybody slip, players mess up. I would have wrong cleats today, but you know what? You ain't going too far. You're not going too far. I guarantee you that. It ain't like I'm out there covering you. But if this man's covering you, he got his coach's back. Recruiting experts are calling this man his commitment a crown jewel of the 2026 class. And he picked the Tide because he wanted to be developed. Not just celebrate. They throw parties at the school. Woo! Let's throw some toy tissue in the tree. Woo! Let's feed the alligators some meat. Woo! Let's bathe this stinking tiger. Woo! Let's get that little coon dog out here and go snitch on somebody else. He chose Alabama over his hometown Bulldogs. He left Kirby in the stands. Like, why? He recognized that our staff prioritizes turning 5 stars into first-round picks. If you look at the measurables on first rounders, it gives you your best chance to be a first round pick. It's not guaranteed, but it's a pretty good indicator. And last time I did some research on this last year, you can watch my old videos. A lot of first round picks can become my 5 stars can become first round picks. Just throwing it out there. But the best part, this man not only an early enrollment, this man went to the Rose Bowl, man. So he already got that bitter taste in his mouth. He was out there. He watched that mess. He wasn't waiting for the summer. He was already in the facility. He probably 15 pounds, 180. He probably already like 186 right now. Probably, got Hollywood telling him, hey, man, calm down. Don't you calm down. You give it to him. Give it to Coleman Williams. Give it to him. Lock him down if you have to. He just, man, the other receivers on team, hey, man, I'm trying to get on the field, man. You ain't helping me none. I'm just talking, but I hope that's how it's going. I want ones versus ones. Iron sharpening iron all day, every day. He chose the Tide because he knows that the A on the helmet, it stands for defensive dominance that no other program can replicate. He isn't coming around here to see if he fits in, see if he the girls cute. Everybody got girls. Everybody got girls, right? But what you want to do is go to the school and have that girl hating you, and by the time the game was over, she like, oh, Jorden, I hate you. I'll be at your campus on homecoming. Anyway, he's coming to dominate, man, the boundary and lead his defensive backs back to the top of the mountain, man. We want to be sending them to the pros. Next is Zay Brown, then Dijon Lee, then Edmonds, and then Jorden Edmonds. Somewhere right in there. Hey, man, another 5-star Jorden Edmonds. He's a freak elite, too. Freak elite. I love this, man. I mean, I feel something's brewing. I'm telling y'all, the boy dominance ahead. I don't care what them doggone people in Vegas say. I want to know who they got winning the 11 game. Is any lines out there on that? I'll take the under on that because it's probably two teams I probably would I would think could win 11 games. We're going to look at all that stuff on Tuesday, 7:30 Tuesday. Round the Herd, join me. But this will be the year that the world learns the name Jorden Edmonds, if they don't already know, and he erases, I would say, a third of the field. Just don't throw over there against everybody we face going forward until he leaves. Then we're going to fill it up with somebody else who's going to erase a third of the field. I would say half, but that's a bit much. So, get ready, man. Get ready, because Jorden, I watched him play. Where is he at this time? This is him coming out the backfield for a touchdown. I don't even have no rushing numbers on this guy. Was it an in and around, whatever? That was a rushing play. Well, it could have been a pass. Where we at now? Still on offense. He probably is not a bad receiver. Yeah, receivers make that money if you're good at it. Boom. Well, shook somebody up, shook them up. Tough catch. Where we at now? Receiver again. He's going to high point the ball again. Let me guess. Inside the 20? Probably so. Oh, man. He just running wide open. Hands. There's one thing about it. They always say he played DB because he can't catch. That ain't going to be his. That's not going to be his story. Get out there. Look at that. Get down there. Get him, boy. Let me see what we at here. Okay, he on defense on this one. Come on, parents. You got to let us know where your baby's at. Where we at? Left side or right side? I don't think it's left side. C4. Ooh, better get stuck. Maybe I'm lost. He's number 4, right? Anyway, see what's going on here before I get out of here. I'm confused. Okay, maybe this is the other uniform. Oh yeah, they had other uniforms. Their uniform is normally dark when they, I guess, at home or something, and there's a white one on the road. That's what had me confused. So it's still him playing receiver. See if I can find something where he's back on the defensive side of the ball. Okay, special teams. Is he making a hit or is he making a tackle? What is he? That's him on return. Jot that down, chat. Our man's got some skills. Let me see. I'm thinking this is him on as DB. Boom. Shut it down. You got parents. You have to let us know where your athlete is, because this is hard to follow, especially when the uniforms change, and especially when they play two positions and then also playing on special teams. Don't nobody know where your child is. God bless him. Oh, he started to run on that one. Yeah, come on. Yeah, he slid. I don't want none of that. But folks, go back, watch the film, look it up for yourself. The man is going to make an impact here. I can't wait. I know you can't wait. I kind of love it. It takes a lot of work to put these together for me, but I love it because it shows you exactly, what the future is. You can see it. You can see it coming. We got a playmaker. He can play all over the field. He's going to be there. But either way, like I said, hit the subscribe button, come on back Tuesday. Come on back and watch some more of these videos. Until next time, always remember, roll, tide, roll.
Some players are born, some players are made, but only a chosen few survive the fire and walk out carrying fake this grind, can't cheat this test. Can't hide from the tide when it's time to impress. This ain't hype, this is blood, sweat and scars. This is fighting through darkness to outshine the stars. Every drill is a war, every rep is a fight. Every week it's exposed under briny lights. There, Tramel toughness, Jordan's rage. Neighbors carved history page by page. Naaman swagger, Perkins speed. Crowd stood tall when the world took heed. Oh, Gilby dance, Sheely led. This is where legends break bread with the dead.
Legendary DNA, running through the tide. You can't outrun it, can't step aside. If you want the honor, better earn your stay. Only warriors carry legendary DNA. Legendary DNA. Legendary DNA.
Legendary DNA. Cornelius Bennett, thunder strike. He chased Miami down the field that night. Alexander ran like a runaway train. Henry stiff arm fate and inflicted pure pain. Smitty soared, Bryce Young blessed. Every era asked the same thing. Who's next?
You'll bleed in the dark before you shine in the light. You'll break in the morning before you rise at night.
Coaches cussed, trainers pushed out attacks. But the tide don't fold, the tide fights back. This is where fear gets crushed and buried. Where the weight of the past must be carried.
Last.
Julio's power, Amory's glide. Ridley's cuts left corners fried. Quinn and Havoc, Allen's might. Will Anderson ending the night. This is the altar where warriors pray. This is a tight sports create.
Legendary DNA, heading through the tide. You can outrun it, can't step aside. If you want the honor, better earn your stay. Only warriors carry legendary DNA.